Hi, my name is Mr. McCarthy and I'm the Faculty Lead for the Business, Enterprise and Technology Faculty. This video will give you a brief overview of what you can expect from studying computer science at Key Stage 5. Ordinarily, of course, we'd be able to meet and have some of our fantastic students on hand to tell you all about the course and show you their work, but unfortunately that can't happen. So I'm just going to provide you with a little bit of detail. Before I take you through this, let's meet the computing team. We have myself, we have Mrs. Lewis, and we have Mr. Evans. We're a small team that are responsible for delivering computer science, digital technology, ICT, along with computing at Key Stage 3. The computer science A-level is broken down into 5 units. There are 2 units that are studied at AS level and 3 at A2 level. Before I give you some more information on these units, you may ask yourself, why should you study computer science? Well, computer science is undoubtedly a challenging and demanding qualification, but it's one that's highly valued by employers and universities. It develops excellent analytical logic and problem-solving skills, all of which provide an ideal foundation for further study of computer science or other STEM-related subjects. It also offers a host of employment opportunities, whether that's in the field of cybersecurity, or possibly as a software engineer, developer, a penetration tester, a database administrator. There are countless different job roles where computer science would be utilized, and in a variety of disciplines, such as healthcare, manufacturing, and retail, to name but a few. There are numerous problems that exist that could be solved effectively by using computers and technology, alongside the critical and analytical thinking skills that are developed in this subject. Let's have a look at the units in a bit more detail. So at AS level, Unit 1 looks at the fundamentals. This covers many of the topics you would have covered at GCSE if you studied it, such as computer architecture, how data is stored, and data representation, using logical operations. It's worth noting at this stage that the theory content of this course does require a high level of competency in maths for topics such as Boolean algebra in Year 12, and looking at complex algorithms and calculating their efficiency in Year 13. Unit 1 is assessed via a written examination that is 2 hours. As the name implies, Unit 2 is more practical based, using programming languages to solve problems. It aims to implement good programming practice using data structures, algorithms, and effective code via a given language. The language used in this case is Visual Basic, using the VB.NET framework. The rationale for using VB is that Python was used in Key Stage 4, and it provides exposure to a different language and in a visual environment too. This unit is assessed via an on-screen exam based on a given scenario. The first part will look at data structures and entity relationships, plus you could be given an algorithm to solve. The second part of the exam will involve you using Visual Basic to solve the problem that's been provided in the scenario. At A2 level, there are 3 more units, each worth 20%. Units 3 and 4 are examination-based. Unit 3 is programming and system development, and Unit 4 is computer architecture, data, communication, and applications. Both of these units build on the AS units with the addition of some of the content, such as the system development lifecycle. The final unit, Unit 5, is a practical coursework task where you must come up with a programmed solution to a problem using Visual Basic. You will use and implement the stages of the system development lifecycle and investigate, design, implement, test, and evaluate the system that you produce. So that's just some more detail on the individual units. For more information, then please do ask, or alternatively, have a look at the specification. So here we have an example of some of the content. This is an example of what Unit 2 would look like. The scenario is provided, and then you'd have to produce the solution in Visual Basic. On the right-hand side, here's an example of what a Visual Basic program would look like. You have the data structure, the setup, using the appropriate data types, and then you go in and implement a menu. That's just an example of how Visual Basic would look. Also, the course does reinforce the elements of computational thinking, and these are skills, don't forget, that don't just apply to computer science, but across other subjects and disciplines. On the right, we can see an example of the system development lifecycle. This will be particularly relevant during the completion of the Unit 5 project. So that's just a brief overview of what the course entails. As I say, it's a highly valued qualification, but don't just take my word for it. There's been much made recently about the need for digital skills, and this is a sector where there is a demand and numerous opportunities do exist. If you do have any questions, then please don't hesitate to get in touch and ask. Thank you for listening. Take care. Diolch.